Missions Pulse. Know God's heart, join his mission.
Oftentimes we got this separation of the spiritual and the secular, right?
Exactly.
So you go on your mission trip, woohoo, exciting, our lives are changed, yourself as well, but then, you're back at your job, and so not really on mission per se.
Right.
So you're telling me this. What exactly are you experiencing that's helping kind of merge those two things together?
Yeah, so like I said, we're doing ministry here in Chiang Mai and all the places we've been, but a lot of it's even been more practical type ministry where we're building websites for local businesses and things like that. But that's a really big aspect of it, is learning coding, so how to build websites and things like that, sort of basically. And then also entrepreneurship. So every student leaves GlobalU the goal is to have every student with either having a business that they've created, like a missional-minded business, like Klink would be ours, or having the experience that comes from having a business fail, things like that. Which is
a positive learning curve, should you choose to accept it.
Exactly. So that's really just what it is how do we create these businesses that have these cultures of my spiritual life and my secular life are one. So how do they combine them?
And when I was on the website, by the way, it's I think it's the GlobalU.
GlobalU.org.
It seemed to me not only are you kind of merging those things, but it's to tackle some world issue, poverty, trafficking or whatever. It seems like it's through the lens of saying, okay, God, you're doing this big thing. Now what can I be a part of too?
Absolutely. So all of the projects, they're more, I would say, than just a business and then we tack on ministry to it. But that's what, when we start with what is the vision for this business of how do I really think the Lord wants to use this business? And that's what we base it off of.
Yeah. You're 18 years old. Learning all these unique. This is an on-field training ground, and you just recently, with some other friends, not just you, but you're the CEO of the company, Klink. Tell me a bit about that. I'm going to be one of the first downloaders. You should have my email already, so spam me.
Absolutely. So Klink Fundraising is our eventual goal with it is to be an all-around fundraising resource for, in particular, people like missionaries, like yourself, and like racers and things like that. But what it is it takes like the roundup concept from maybe investing apps that are popular right now, like Acorns, where every dollar that your donor will, or every purchase that your donor will make will be rounded up to the nearest dollar, and that virtual spare change will be donated to you, the fundraiser.
Okay.
So just really trying to create a way of how can solve two problems of how do we streamline the donation process for the donors rather than just maybe an inconvenient and even sometimes more burdensome type of a process to a much more streamlined. And then for the fundraisers, how do the ask for money, as I'm sure you know, it can oftentimes be sort of uncomfortable or you feel like you're invasive.
Yeah.
So asking for someone's spare change, it's like asking at the grocery store when you check out, they say, would you like to round up your dollar?
Yeah, donate it to whatever cause.
Exactly.
Okay, so people download the app, get a bunch of family, friends, donors, whatever, and say, hey, sign up. Every purchase is rounded up. When I was on the website, by the way, it's klinkfundraising.com, right?
Yes, sir.
You have this cool slider. I really like that. It shows how many, if you have X amount of people who are your donors, 1 to 130, I think. And then for 1 month to 1 year, 6 months, 130 donors. I think it comes up to $9,600.
Yeah, so what we're averaging it off of is apps like Acorns. Okay. Because obviously it depends, how much you get will depend on how much your donors use their credit cards or their debit cards and things like that. So, the amount can range pretty significantly. We've seen things hovering around maybe 10 or just below that on average for roundup style apps, and even above up to $30.
Okay.
So the range is fairly significant, but we've averaged on the website, I believe it's $12 or $13 for the average. So
per month. Okay.
Per donor.
Plus, when you think about fundraising, I've been doing this 23 years now, and you're right. You use word like uncomfortable. It could be even more. Some people have equated it with being a beggar. Missionaries often have this beggar mentality, right? So they hate fundraising.
Absolutely.
I've kind of grown to enjoy it because I've seen the personal connection, right?
Right.
So there's that aspect where you have someone holding the ropes, the rope holder, and you're across the world or down in the gold mine of souls and a tug back. Yeah. So there's a relational connection. But this definitely is kind of a subtle fundraising where it's
Right.
not painful on either end, it seems like.
Exactly. It's not painful, but also I think when you do, like I said, when you're going through a grocery store and they ask you to round up, that's also every purchase that you make is a connection back to your donor. So
Yeah.
every time they buy something, it's almost like, a callback to like that helped.
Yes.
That helps.
So that relational aspect is still
Exactly.
there. Okay. So I'm really excited about this. Klink Fundraising, Klink,
Yes, sir.
fundraising.com. I would encourage everyone to go. Anyone who's involved in missions somehow, you got to get this app, first of all. Look at this. Shameless plug already.
Missions Pulse. Know God's heart, join his mission. This podcast is powered by Within Reach Global. Subscribe, watch, and listen on YouTube today. Visit missionspulse.com.